Red Bear, thank you for the 4 bits, and welcome to this next extension of the thing that I was streaming earlier today. That I'd been building up with great subtlety for the past month or so. I don't even know how long it's been since I started playing the other game that I started playing specifically because I wanted to play this after I played that, but it's certainly been a while. Just gonna look at this thing that I'm looking at right now a while ago. Gotta figure out which of these achievements I already have. I've apparently gotten quite close to getting an achievement for performing 108 clean blocks, which, you know, unsurprisingly, Asian mythology numbers and stuff, 108 seems to be a recurring number in the achievements for this, based on what I'm looking at. But hey, apparently there's 12 hidden achievements. I wonder what that could be about. But you would have, of course, Jesus Christ, yeah, maybe I'll be able to actually express what I'm trying to. It will be a little bit easier to understand once I actually start playing the game again. But let's see. I did actually very briefly test this out in between the stream that I did in the morning and this one, because there was a bit of a snafu going on with DLC, or not really DLC, but like pre-order bonus stuff that the campaign people were trying to get out to backers, such as myself, because I gave I gave money to these people so they could make the game, which is why I play in the game right now. Get a digital copy, and much like with Bloodstained, I will also get a physical copy at some point down the line, though not entirely clear, but it seems like the one for this game might end up in my hands a little sooner than the other one. Hold on, just gonna have to change the volume a little bit on my end. Probably doesn't really change it on the stream, but as you can see here, the well, I guess we can watch this little anime intro again. I guess that's what happens when you just let it, sit on that title screen for too long. Even though, from what we've seen, apparently this, apparently they were so proud of this, and apparently this was made by some big studio that I am completely unfamiliar with because I do not watch anime, but yeah, they decided to get as much use out of this as possible, based on the fact that we see, like, parts of this in the game when well, presumably when the corresponding scenes come up that are referenced by these cutaways in the intro itself. But the one example that I've seen so far is the one where, Miss Protagonist here, Ashna, turns into the chaos form that she has. I'm actually not even sure if they're going to, do that for other parts of this, in other parts of the game, but I was gonna say I wouldn't be awfully surprised if they did. Yeah, this part right here. And well, since it is no longer midday, it is now 9:15 where I am. I would like to imagine that I can have some kind of solace, some kind of expectation of the idea that I will not hear multiple bouts of hammering in, the walls situated right next to where I am. But I suppose, like, as with everything else in life, that remains to be seen. I realize that some of the noises I'm like faintly hearing through my headphones are just my dog who's wandering around. Because for once I do have the... Oh right, hold on, I need to connect my controller. Damn it, I'm an idiot. Like, why is nothing happening? But yeah, for one, I have full run of the house, and so all the doors are open, and it's just me and my doggo, who is in the same room right now. She's like trying to find a place to lie down in my bed, it looks like. And he's very curious. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Ande pues, se quietecita. And, you know, speaking of dogs, you might notice something a little bit different if you were watching, like, the earlier part of this that I was doing earlier in the day. Namely, that there's something in the game that wasn't quite there before. And that's supposed to be like a pre-order bonus that's also, you know, given out to... There we go, two backers. And it's this roti friend. It's kind of weird because like... The weird thing about the roti friend is that they basically gave out... Like, it was supposed to roll out right along with the game as well as another DLC thingy that's not really a DLC but a pre-order bonus. And so far apparently it's going to stay a pre-order bonus because they're not selling it separately now after the game has released. But another thing is that there's like some Valve related skins that you can unlock at some point later in the game that I apparently haven't gotten to yet. If you pre-order on Steam. And you know, that's also something that's supposed to be given out to backers, but they kind of screwed up and sent out a code for that at the same time as the code for the base game, but didn't quite work, so they had to like reissue a bunch of code specifically for that purpose, but they did and now it works, so hooray. Anyway, back to the present. I wonder if I should be going this way or if I should be going the other way, because there's two paths that we can follow here. If you want to, I guess, move away from where we are. There's also this completely insurmountable barrier. And one of these freaking, what are they called? One of these mage dudes, and I'm pretty sure I saw one of those in the tower. I mentioned that earlier. I think right before I ended my previous stream. Because I got a peek at that guy. Oh. So I do just like that in like the floating fortress level. Oh, there we go. New thing acquired. But he pretty much just took a cheap shot at me and ran away before I could do anything. Maybe I'll actually be able to fight that guy that's behind that red thing now. You know, in this version of events. But, I guess since we're going this way first. You know, I'm actually settling in now and starting to play the game instead of just rambling. I think I want to take a second so I can reposition myself. Because I was sitting forward a little bit, because that's usually how I start out, but now that I'm actually settling in. Just gonna sit back a little bit. There we go. Alright, and apparently I'm settling in, and so has my doggo. She's like lying on the bed. She's kind of doing her own thing. Much like this bat creature over here, but I can't possibly just let it do that, so I'll be a dick and just ambush it. And apparently get ambushed by There we go. Oh, damn it. Okay, so that health bar that was basically completely empty. There was the bird's health bar. Right, yeah, but I'm pretty sure that I had actually momentarily forgotten about that, but the reason I put, like, entering the real game probably in the title of the stream, which I didn't put in the first part of this, is because I am suspecting that now that we've gotten to this point, specifically, you know, after getting the water lady in our party. The water herd lady in our party. And apparently getting some kind of huge boost to our life. We're like at least 10 times as powerful as we used to be. And things are starting to look a little bit more open-ended. I'm guessing that you could kind of consider the whole lead up to this something of a prologue, a freaking 3-hour prologue. Or 4-hour prologue, depending on how long it takes you to get through it, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of looking like the more open-ended parts of the game are now on us. And it may have not necessarily been the case before. That's the impression that I'm getting, at least. I don't know. Surely there will be, experts on this game already, because surely you're aware that even though the game has been out for like less than 24 hours, oh shit, the game has been out for less than 24 hours, at least for the general public, as you might perfectly expect, because, video games on the internet are what they are. Pretty sure there's already plenty of people who have, well, I don't know about plenty of people, but like, multiple people, which is, that much is worth noting for this, that have already beaten the game. Hold on a second. Probably take a moment to heal, but how shall I take a moment to heal? I should just let that guy die and see if I do the rest thing, if he'll be alright. I don't know. If she does a single digit thing... Oh, really? Hold on. Wait, really? Okay, I guess I should probably make more use of the water activation moves then. Because I'm doing this the wrong way. Ooh, there we go. That's better. I still don't know if this is like my ideal party configuration for now, because I guess I could try out Kadira. It's like the only character that I haven't actually tested in combat yet. Why don't we do that? Trust my shield. Because if I had to worry about a healer, then I'm pretty sure Thorani can do that work, as well as the actual dedicated healer that I used to have. She has the healing puddles. There's probably something else you can do, though, to, I don't know, spread that among the party than just... I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I need to... I don't know what I need to figure out what everyone's, like, different special levels do. That's what I need to do. So I feel like before I could only, before the... I guess that's something else that's changed. At this point in the game, this is the point at which you get 3 bars of special instead of just 1. I tried out the level 1 special for some of the characters that you have in the, like, opening part of the game, but all of a sudden you get 3 whole bars. It's sort of like even a progression of like, now you have 1, now you have 2, now you have 3. Nope, it's you had 1, well, surprise, now you have 3 whole bars. And you get to, okay, hold on. I still don't know if any of Kadira's moves are gonna be like AoE. I guess that one is. Maybe, possibly. I guess that one's also. Okay. Hold on a second. What happens if I do the level 3 ED move for Water Lady? And okay, Water's Heal and Purify. Okay, that's... Does that affect everyone? I guess that's a healing move, but well, that's a gradual healing move. That's actually pretty good, I guess. I take full advantage of that. Alright, hold on. Okay, I almost have 2 bars of 80. I should probably just like get the level 3 attack and have Rasmi use it so you can probably just obliterate everyone. Damn it. But what if I use a level 1 with Rasmi actually? Like, is he gonna be any better than it used to be? I think it is, because it's like, I guess it's based on percentage or something, because it used to be super weak in the early part of the game. Just probably had to do with the fact that, you know, everyone is just super weak in the first part of the game, I guess. It's not just an isolated thing. You're open. Damn it. I'm forgetting which buttons are what, but like, if I do this... Okay, I guess I'd use up the... That works the same way, but I guess that uses up all 3 bars instead of just the 1 bar. But then again, I don't know if like splitting the bar into 3 makes it like... Like if it takes the same amount of energy to fill up the 3 bars as if it used to take up to fill up the 1 bar that it was before. Okay, I need to figure out still. So far it seems like that needs to be like completely full. Probably. And before you can rest everyone. Jesus, alright, hold on. Why is Rasmi's stuff taking so long to recharge? That's what I want to know. Because she's the healer? Or she can use her level 1 thing to heal. At least. Well, shit. I guess right now, I guess we got the level 1 bar full, but apparently that's not enough to rest the character that's down. Alright, at least we're basically down, actually. Don't even need to. Still a long way to go. Oh god. I also keep getting like this, apparently updates for... Oh, and we got a cutscene.
That is the tail of a sandworm.
That's the tail of a sandworm.
It's that big? I thought, you know, worms. Animals in the Almuta Desert region can grow to incredible size. There have been countless studies of their mutations. I can get to the research if you're interested. It's really quite fascinating. Maybe later. For now, let's just get rid of it.
A quick jab should get it out of the way.
A shot from my bow, then.
No, Zebe. I'll do it.
As you like, but don't expect this to win me over.
So we just have to hit the tip of it. But yeah, what was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought there. Of course, I don't know if the if that had to be with the bow, or if hitting it with my axe would have had the same effect. Hold on. Definitely I might have misread the hold on a second, because I thought that there were 3 or 8 of these before, right? Might have misread the little PSA thing that we were told about the different saves before. Okay, never mind, I didn't misread it at all. This literally holds like 200 saves if you keep saving over the saving over the same slot the whole time. That's actually how it works. Alright, so I don't actually need to... I guess I'm gonna delete the other save that I did. I was just a little confused about how it worked. There we go. But I guess now I see how it works. Yeah, look, well, it looks like our... That thing is not going to be possible to hit it without the bow, but I guess I should have tried it with the other one. Bye. That sandworm thing is giving me... It's probably an oddly specific thing to say about giving me flashbacks to one of the bosses in... I think it was the second Castlevania the Adventure game, the one that's just like a fucking dragon that just keeps popping in and out of the roof and stealing me. And it's actually really annoying to deal with. We got all of them. Probably aim for the golem first, just because it's ground bound. Alright. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we have level 3, I guess we're gonna see what happens if I do this. How will this work? Apparently not necessarily as well as I would have hoped, but quite well nonetheless, I guess. Sufficiently well. Okay, so... I don't remember, does What's-Her-Face back there have a... Yes, she does have a ranged attack. But a vague remembers that that might be the case. Okay, there we go. Not a good reason why. I should probably, like, put her in the middle, actually. Thereabouts, so she can heal the others with the Brain Cloud thing, if she needs to. I've correctly interpreted how that works. Let's see. Do I want to change any of the others' placement right now? Not sure. You know, it's at this point that I realize that what should we call it? And the only character who has a level is Ajna, and the others have the heart thing. I guess that's their levels. Instead of, well, I guess it's a combination of being their level with being that thing that I thought that they were, which is the hero rating that they have with, or the hero rating from Valkyrie Profile, which is, I don't know, I guess just how well they get, I guess in this game, from what I've heard, it's just how well they get along with main protagonist, which is what, you know, basically translates into their level, which makes them more effective. Okay. We've done it. We have struck very, very preemptively. There's 2 of them. I did not think there were 2 of them. Damn it. Surprise. Right. Damn it. I thought that was gonna work. That actually didn't even hurt as much as I thought it would, though, if I'm gonna be honest. Alright. Okay. There we go. That's how that works. Properly executed, I guess. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Did that guard break at the last possible moment, I guess. I guess that's something else that I should keep in mind when I'm, like, building my party, which my characters can reliably do the guard break mix-ups, which is do an up attack and a down attack right after each other. And I don't know if... like, I think Adira should be able to do that, but I think the only one who can really do that reliably is Archna, but I think Rasmi can do it too, even though it's not even clear, or it's not even like completely sensible that she can do it, even though apparently she can actually do it. Okay, so I can get an arrow all the way up there, but apparently not hit this thing. What could that be about? I need to, like, break into that from the other side. Or not, because we might have an actual puzzle here. An actual conundrum in our hands for once. can shoot an arrow up here, but then what? Wait, what? Okay, that didn't happen before. Now do we shoot something up and it'll just magically gets carried by the, I guess, the air current with the same amount of force and gets there. Just momentum. But yes, you might have noticed the freaking petroli that we have, it literally is just cosmetic. Just follows you around and doesn't really do anything. I think there might be other pets that you can get. There's like another Evolve themed one. Oh boy, Prince of Persia, I say, even though I don't even know if there's any equivalent to this in any Prince of Persia game. Oh man. But certainly more than Prince of Persia than Valkyrie profile ever was, I guess. Whenever I think about the Valkyrie profile platforming, I always just get kind of upset when I remember like examples of horribly done platforming puzzles, such as I think in the Cult HQ level in the like last couple of rooms in the. Remember, there's like some chests in a higher ground that I have absolutely no idea how you're supposed to get. Yeah. Apparently we can tank stuff well enough that doesn't really matter, right? So. I'm kind of curious to see if I can activate the level 3. What do you call it? The level 3 heal for Thorani. If I do this now, will we all get healed, or is it only like 2 people that are right there? Hold on. Okay, that one instead. I'm gonna try doing the guard break with Rusmi again. Damn it. Damn it. Also basic heals, I guess, just because. Shall not. Okay. All this block. All these quotes that the characters shout out whenever they block an attack actually successfully just kind of remind me of, well, it makes a lot of sense when you think about it, but it kind of reminds me of the quotes that the characters in Skullgirls do when they block something. It's like freaking pain wheel, it's nothing, but this time it's a whole other host of characters saying that. Okay, I don't even know if I'm gonna be saving 200 times in this one slot. I guess we shall see. How is this gonna work? Hold on. Okay, I need to get up there again. So what? Okay, we can also just hit it with the axe and it works. At least I have the peace of mind that comes from having confirmed it myself. Oh boy. What is this crosscode? Are we getting too many indie titles in one? It's too ambitious. It totally is though. There's no other possible explanation. Clearly no one but Crosscode is allowed to you know, have these kinds of puzzles where I have to use angles and stuff. It's clearly what I'm clearly what I'm implying by what I'm by bringing it up and referring to it as such. It's kind of like no one's allowed to have a person with a theme or anything after Mega Man did it. Oh shit, that's an enemy. I almost didn't realize. Blends in really well with background there. And also golems. Alright, hold on. Well, we're aiming for those dudes, so I guess we just... Oh dang it, they actually do fucking... guard. I was not expecting the freaking wolves to guard. Okay. Oh, now it's not guarding anymore. Damn it. I keep getting the apparently progress update for an achievement called funded, and I have to assume that it's referring to the amount of money that they got in the campaign for this game, and that apparently some of the numbers that I'm somehow getting in the game are eventually going to build up to that number, but I have no idea what part of the game could be building up to that number. Well, let's do this, yeah. There we go. I just wait. Perfect, okay. I just realized that friggin' Roddy also hangs out during the fights, but doesn't really do anything in there either. It's just kind of exists. Oh, I was gonna activate all the puddles, but I guess I didn't even need to. I don't even know if like the puddles are particularly more worthwhile than anything else I can do with Thorani during the fight, but okay, so even though we don't like keep the full transformation when we're jumping, we still have the destructive momentum when we do that. Actually not entirely clear on that. I'm glad that I managed to clear that up. Alright, oh shit. Don't follow me. No, I will follow you. Oh, she's doing the cheer again. Never understand why she does that cheer. What if we do the level 3 thing with, I don't know, Kadira? Has she done a level 3 thing? I legitimately do not remember. Shit. Looks like it's pretty cool, but might have been wasted on that one enemy, because it seems that multi-target. Oh, that actually worked, hold on. Okay. I just keep going, I guess. It looks like once you break like through the guard of one of the enemies during a battle, like you don't have to do that again for that enemy for the rest of the battle. There we go. Maybe I should try the neutral attack that Thorani has. Maybe that'll help with.
Just how long is this thing?
Well, it'll help with like the healing part of activating the puddles.
Judging by its diameter, I'd say it's quite long.
I don't know that I can spread puddles with her attacks like near the party that easily. I can spread it near the enemies. I don't know what's up with that dude, but I guess he's somehow related to the length of the worm. Did we go in a circle? We did indeed go in a circle. Yes, we are back here. Okay. That pretty much gives me a pretty clear idea of where I have to go. And now we got two of these things right next to each other, two of these friggin' save points like a few steps from each other. I guess that makes some sense. Where does this go? Do we have to go this way, or is this like... I wonder. An optional thing. It might be an optional thing. Well, there's... oh boy. Can I slide onto the spikes and not get hit? I can indeed, okay. Pretty sure I see what I have to do here. And it's gonna be interesting. But it was perfectly doable, as you saw. There we go. And we get a new... shiny red stone. Ring so even. Maybe we do have to go there first, though, so that we can get enough momentum to break through the wall on the left. Alright. Could ignore that thing, but no, I couldn't. Not humanly bring myself to do that. I will just do it with the bow then. Guess that's how they want me to do it. Can't possibly ignore that lobster tail. Also cannot ignore those lizards, even though that would be a lot easier if I were so inclined. Hey, we're slowly rising up. This kind of reminds me of the part near the end of... actually right at the end of Castlevania Area of Sorrow, where you're in like the Chaos Realm and suddenly... we're in one of the old like clock tower hallways, but it's filled with water, so unless you have specifically one of the souls that let you sink in water, you can be like rising up through a bunch of like winding platforms and junk. And well, you have to do that. And because I freaking brought up Castlevania again, I'm once again reminded of how these red worm segments going up and down through the roof and the floor. Ceiling and the floor, matching that stupid boss from Adventure 2. Have we been up here before, or is this the same area we already explored? It might be, because apparently we've already seen, like, what's to the left of here. Oh no, it's the cops again. It's a very aggressive siren, actually. I don't know if that's the cops or if that's, like an ambulance. It's probably the cops. Wonder what they could be up to at this time of night. Well, I mean, it's like almost 10. Which is honestly not that late. All things considered. I don't know what could be getting their goats. There we go. Okay, I don't know, do I want to go this way? No, apparently not. We're just like retracing our steps in this area, but now we're taking care of this lobster tail and just chasing it all over the place. So we know what's up with that thing. Got those orange sparklies. They just indicate something else that we have to deal with at some point later. Probably shouldn't be saving every single time of this, but hey, you know what, I'm paranoid. I have 200 redundant saves. I guess we're really going to be testing whether or not we're going to end up using all of them or not. And this shit again. Still not able to get there, unfortunately, but... Oh, this fucking dude.
What just happened? It sounded different that time.
Did it? You were paying attention.
I think it's retreating to its lair.
That may be our ticket out of here.
What the fuck is with this mage that just keeps showing up in the middle of its tail segments? Is no one gonna comment on that, or does no one actually see that? Guess we have to believe that no one sees that. Okay, I guess now I will use this with some conviction. So why not? Save off and sable out. I can't really imagine any reason why I would want to go back to like a save that I had on this particular run through at the very beginning of the game, though. Anyway, die. Okay then. Oops. Oh, okay. I guess wasn't necessarily expecting me to do the whole fucking dash at him with my super dash move thing. Oh shit. Alright. I guess I'm probably gonna try to hit him again with my my Rasmi debuff, which makes him slower. Yeah, might as well do this as many times as I possibly can. And possibly hit him with the, you know, hit him with the level 3 with Kadira now.
My resolve is unshakable.
Which apparently doesn't even, like, do that much more damage than a regular attack. Wait, what? Oh shit. Oh, there's the worm. Dang it. Well. Well, it's gonna be a freaking get back here kind of thing. Oh, for fuck's sake, really? Well, I tried to. Oh, there we go. Just a matter of actually engaging him again, I suppose. Let's see. Just freaking spam that immediately. I guess we're gonna have to spam that repeatedly, though. Hold on. Go back to your old position and... okay. I guess I'm gonna have to spam the neutral attack with what's-her-face so I can heal more. Ah, shit. Speaking of healing, let's just do the regular heal with Rasmi, I guess. Probably a good idea. Yeah, dang it. Oh, someone managed to heal. Oh, okay. So what you're saying, game, is that I should totally just do the whatchamacallit, the full party guard, even if looks like there's only one of us being targeted. Yeah. Okay, that could have been worse. Ah, dang it. Looks like he's destined to escape. Oh boy. Dang it, I specifically jumped at that time because I feared he was going to... Okay, now how the fuck do I catch up to him? Do I need to hit him with the... I guess with the arrow. I probably should have been doing... oh god. Well, apparently not just hit him with the arrow, but also... keep hitting him with the arrow so he doesn't disappear, I guess. Oh, come on. That was right next to him. How did that not count? And how is this dust count? Am I gonna die from that? Pretty freaking stupid if I somehow get killed by that. Okay, that somehow didn't count. Of course. I don't really see how you avoid that at this point, honestly. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, there you go. That just got completely undone. Okay, I am now having flashbacks to the original Pindire fight from the Bakra preview, because it's not something I enjoyed. Oh, you're doing it again, friggin' stupid shit that doesn't do anything. Oh, okay. Oh, great. I don't really even see like how you would avoid the worm in this part, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Oh, okay, there we go.
Nice.
No, that's not nice. The fact that we are apparently completely unable to attack is hardly what I could call nice, but hey. Let's devote some of our energy to heals, I guess. So that we're at least somewhat able to retain good heals in between, like, chase rounds. That's probably pretty important. Oh, great, speaking of chase rounds. There. Okay, so I guess the trick to doing this is to just do what I'm doing right now.
Nice.
Why did you do that? Yeah. Just do that again. Just do redundant heals, I guess, specifically so I don't have to worry too much about heals or health during these segments. Where is he? Could I be have that information? Okay, apparently he is on the right side. Of course. Oh. That's pretty bullshit. Kind of reminds me of the... Okay, I have absolutely no idea what even hit me there. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, of course. Okay, I think we've officially gotten to the point where I have absolutely no idea what I'm expected to do. Of course. Like, how do I avoid the worm at that point? Doesn't feel like I can avoid it completely, certainly. Let alone, like, I can't even... I guess I can counter shield. Okay, we desperately need to heal right now, so... Just doing this twice, I guess. Twice in a row. Yeah, desist. Alright, an attempt was made. Oh, Jesus Christ, hold on. So he's gonna kind of hang around until... Until Rasmi gets her next turn. Oh, and of course... Well, whatever. I guess keeping Ajna specifically healed is, like, most important thing. Okay, how the I still don't know, like, specifically what do you do now? Can you hit him again? No, of course not. But, of course. Hit him again? Nope, of course not. You're a little too generous, you see. Oh, okay, that somehow didn't count, even though... Pretty sure I ran into him at full speed, and... Okay, I don't know how that didn't freaking... Oh well. Okay, I guess you can guard against that, but... I don't like that. Oh, okay, that... somehow did hit, and mine didn't. Oh, well, yep, too fucking late. Even when I'm in slow motion. Of course. What do you do at that point? You know, my question fucking remains. Look at this shit. There. Jesus Christ. Alright. Still in terrible shape. I guess we're gonna pop 3 level 1 heals with Rasmi and see what happens. And do this. I guess that's something. Yeah. And now Rasmi's gonna take fucking forever to, you know, replenish her action thing, because that's completely unsurprising considering what just happened. Ooh, hey, that worked out. And I'm only half joking when I say that. Right there. Of course. Just gonna have to keep spamming this shit. It's the only fucking way to do this reliably. Okay. I just died, please. There we go. Oh, thank Christ. That was not a fight that I was particularly a good fan of. Particularly big fan of there. Just because of the way you're forced to approach the dude. But at least it's manageable. Good.
And there's our way out.
We did it, we beat
Oh, we can't keep it.
Sandworm.
Rasmi, why do you like sandworms so much?
They remind me of my youth.
Kadira, what's wrong?
I just hope my brother is okay. Thanks to you and your friends, I'm finally going to face the Iron Kingdom.
Oh, well, I kinda know how you feel. My dad just died.
Dar killed him.
Dar did? How could you?
It was... I was under orders.
A fine excuse.
Ravanavar raised me since I was a child. I didn't know. Frankly, I don't know how you can all stand each other.
Break it up, children. I'll not have you fighting until we reach the port.
Kadira, don't worry. We'll figure this out together.
Alrighty then. I guess now we can actually stop and look at this and see what this looks like from Okay, first, absolutely yes, fucking save. I don't want to do that again anytime soon. Yes, maybe I could be persuaded to do something like that again at some point in the future when I'm like way over leveled and I can just steamroll that guy in a single round, but certainly not in a hurry to do anything like that. Oh, well, I save it on the other side, so I guess it's gonna be fine. But right now I would really prefer to just find my way out of this whole desert area. It feels like I should be able to get up there, but I guess I can't. Oh well, I'll just have to fill out the map some other time. It's like with a lot of these other areas, I guess. Really do hope I do get eventually a lot more tools to help me do that. Don't know if I'm ever gonna get something like, say, the spider ball from Metroid to do something like that in this game, but it'd probably be kind of overpowered depending on platforming puzzles that may be around later on. And I say that maybe kind of overpowered, but then I am reminded of how the freaking, you know, in the first Metroid game that the Spider Ball showed up in, which was Metroid 2. Which I think might have actually been the only 2D Metroid that the Spider Ball showed up in, because it showed up again in the Metroid Prime games, but it was an extremely situational, environmental pieces that it could be used with. But in Metroid 2 it pretty much was given to you very, very early on in the game, and it was integrated into like the exploration pretty naturally. We were expected to have it pretty much all the time. Port Marifa. Oh boy.
Here it is, Port Marifa, the gateway to the world.
Can't believe we made it to Watertown from Shantae.
Huh. For a gateway, I thought it would be bigger.
We can get ships here, that's the main thing.
Right. About that. What does everyone want to do? I dragged you into all this, and none of you owe me a thing. It's okay, Zebe. I appreciate everyone's help, but we're through the sandstorm now. None of you have to stay. But I need to figure out what this Kala thing means. Find out about my own power. I don't even know all the stuff I need to figure out.
Ajna, you are the grossest, most disgusting person I've ever met in my life. Everything around you turns into a disaster.
I guess you're right.
So, obviously, I'm coming with you. Bomb is too. He has to come because he's mostly dead. Aren't you, you little idiot?
Oh, thanks, Razmi. Right? Am I thanking you after that?
Whatever floats your boat, buddy.
You saved me in the desert. You said you'd help me find out what happened to my brother. I'm coming. But you leave me alone, Razmi.
No lips.
Ginseng? Well, this is a lot more dangerous than I expected, but you can't become a world-famous botanist without some risk. So, I'm coming.
As am I. You still haven't fully recovered, and you need a guide as your power grows.
I guess the only ones left are the bird people, and I guess Dara's gonna come with because we're forcing him. You know, I just realized that there's someone in the background who's gonna be in our party. I hadn't even seen that until now.
And someone to buy you cute dresses and do your hair.
What's wrong with my hair?
Oh, absolutely nothing. Just for fun. Didn't your mother ever fix your hair?
I didn't really know my mother.
No. Well, an Almushan braid would look lovely for starters.
Is she her mother?
Well, thanks everyone. I really appreciate your help. Oh, but Zebe?
Right. I want no further part in destroying the world, thanks. I've done enough to help the charade. I'm with you only until we find a boat.
Well, where a protector goes, so too must I. I understand. I'll make sure everyone who wants to stay finds a boat. How's that?
Fine by me.
Wait, may I speak?
Better make it good. This is the big who stays and who goes conversation.
This is the big let's establish everyone's motives, but no one's actually going to leave conversation.
And I'd prefer that you go.
I know. I know most of you don't like me. And you have good reason. I did kill Ajna's father. I thought I was doing it for the good of the world, but Ravanavar had blinded me. He raised me since I was a boy, and he spoke so lovingly of the new world he would create. I had no idea he meant to destroy it first. And I had no idea the acts we committed were done in the name of destruction.
How did you not know killing innocent people was wrong?
I was told they were blasphemers against the gods. But in truth, I have no excuse but youth. And yet you are younger than I and committed no such atrocities. Ravanavar told me the heretics we dispatched would be reincarnated in paradise and live a better life, but I had never stayed behind after a battle. I'd never had to see the consequences until now. Apologizing isn't enough. I took someone precious to you, and I can never bring him back. Please, Ajna, let me offer my services to you as penance. You don't have to like me,
I don't.
but let me be your sword. I have no purpose. I have nowhere to belong. Please, I don't want to become some mercenary for hire. I know I'm asking even more of you, but I want to try to do something good. Let me help you save this world from destruction.
Well,
Don't do it. He's the worst.
yeah, he is. But maybe he deserves a chance.
For what it's worth, he is being sincere.
I'm gonna consider it. But listen, Dar. From now on, you're listening to me. And if we find someone who needs help, we're helping them. No discussion.
I am yours to command. I will not complain. And thank you.
This conversation got weird.
Yeah. Whatever. Let's get going. And thanks again, everybody.
Alrighty then. Edgy soldier who got screwed over by his legion fights reluctantly and just gives himself because he has no purpose left. Where have I heard that before? Came with this kind of combat style and exploration mechanics. Diamantina. If you came looking for work, you won't find it here unless you go kissing the Iron Kingdom's butt work. Oh. To kiss the Iron Kingdom's butt for work. How do we get on this topic? Well, we were not the ones who started it. Yeah, how dare you try to be informative, Emistar. I'm noticing a few things about the design of this character. You can learn so much about a nation's culture through its food, right? She has no portrait of her own, though, apparently. Yeah, I get the feeling that maybe a few...
Watch yourselves, outsiders.
Okay.
Huh? We're not doing anything.
Yet.
Rosmi, shush.
Make sure you tread lightly. This area is under the Iron Kingdom's control, and we won't hesitate to jail any dissidents.
Like you took my breath.
Shh, Kadira. Who? Us? Deceive what? Nah, we're just casual.
I've got my eye on you.
Alright then.
That was close. Keep it cool, will you?
I'm sorry. I just hate them so much.
No, but these are not the droids you're looking for, etc. But yeah, I'm noticing a few things about some of these, like, random dialogue characters, like... I'm guessing maybe some of them might have been made as references, or maybe some of them might have been made because someone who paid money to design them made them that way. Crump says, I venture to Port Marifa often because there are a plethora of unique goods made by the locals. And little Ares here likes it because of the culinary delicacies. There's all the fresh fish here, her favorite is a curried fish too. Well, sounded like a chihuahua. I don't know, because I have no idea whether or not that's the case, but this would be like, I would not be surprised in the slightest if this were somehow like someone who paid like hundreds of dollars to have a self-insert with their pet and even wrote this 3 dialogue boxes. Well, here's Chell. Wouldn't be here if my friends didn't believe in me. You know exactly what I'm talking about. How sure I need to practice. I mean, this one here looks like she might be some kind of a distant Shantae reference, you know. Speaking of, he's looking like Watertown from Shantae. Ultima. Long journey to meet many new faces. Mysterious sand painter named Sangmu. I've heard she's skilled, kind, and cute. Isn't that one of the characters that isn't actually in the game yet because they got delayed? I think I heard about that. Well, we'll see. Lenny the ukulele bard. Saving up money to go on an adventure. I only have 1,000 gold right now though. Maybe if I can save up 10,000 gold I could even join you. Well, we have no money in this game, so I guess we can't help with that. Look at all these dogs. I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of these dogs were like backers' pets or something. It's a royal privilege to do good on Beale. Spoken of, like, this guy, also very specifically, this guy looks like someone from the internet who somehow got inserted into the game. And that, yeah, that's statement seems just pompous enough to reinforce that notion. Come in and take a look, says Frank. Make your time in Marifa a memorable one with a fine souvenir. Maybe I'm just reading too much into this and I'm completely wrong, but I really don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if I was right, that's the thing. You were cursed like me. Wait, you are possessed by much kinder spirits than I, really. Fate could have been far, far more cruel. What is this, Ermac from freaking... from Mortal Kombat? Are we just gonna gloss over the fact that apparently he said that he's possessed by other spirits, and I guess we are. And they're not nice. Apostolos. Here you have your own portrait and everything. Something bothering you. The Iron Kingdom, that's what. Kingdom I teleport myself, but I just got this new outfit. I wanna get blood on my new exercise gear. Okay. Wanna get dirty if you exercise in it too? Well. Only own one outfit. I don't know when I wash it. Guess that's not something that we concern ourselves with. Jan Marsden's star attraction is my idol. Wherever in the Thai crowing, you've got to see her. She has grace and poison like anyone I've ever seen, apparently. Definitely we're going to be learning a bit more about that. Oh hey, Sagan. It's been a while since I've gotten to do any real fighting, so I'm used to fighting actors that I've forgotten how good it feels to slam my hammer into a monster's face. How do I get the feeling we won't actually get to see that? I miss all my fans back home. Yeah, the more I look at every new character in this, the more I suspect it's shenanigans. Gadaverg. You have several souls in that body of yours, that's not natural. Is Gadaberg supposed to sound like Gravedigger or something? Like a weird non-acronym. Hold on. Should I just determine something here? Yeah, that noise tells me that I want to come up here and grab this. 3 more and I can improve my defense again, I think. Mana de la Asarola, really. You're an interesting one, name's Mana. Something about shipping sake across the sea? If you're ever in the market for something a bit off-market, just come asking for me and my crew, the Wave Crest Strikers, alright. What about you, Muto? Western Sun's too bright. I just think the sound in general is too bright. At least see where that sentiment is coming from. Oh, sure is a lot of dialogue in this place. What's up? I misplaced my hat, really. It's brown cap round about the same color as my vest, little brim at the front. My outfit just isn't complete without it, well. But I'm not wearing any hat, that's just a problem. Now we're doing something. There's no hat at all, is there, Dar? Okay, I don't really get it. Guess we're just gonna get the same dialogue again. This place looks important. Athanasia, welcome to Port Marifa, though it's a little more dangerous than usual. I don't believe they have the port's best interests in mind. Also Tharwa, oh boy. will tell you of your destiny, Ho. If your intentions are true, then state your purpose. Sense the pull of a powerful destiny. Multiple threads pulled together in one rope. I feel myself drawn to it. Drawn to my rope. Oh. That is how we're putting it, so might as well stick with that imagery. And you'll tell my fortune. Should you ever lose your way, I will be there to guide you. Really. Oh, just don't ask me for money again. So what, is she just in our head again with the rest of these people? This explains the multiple threats I felt. If you ever lose your way, come to me. Meaning what? Is she in our head now? Oh yeah, she is. Well, what if we talk to her right now? I see you at the docks in Port Marifan negotiating with an ironclad man. Alright. It's sufficiently vague, I guess. Thank you for allowing me to continue along with you. Well, we're not quite at that level yet, but I'm not gonna scowl when I talk to you all the time, I guess. Just keep smacking bodies with your sword. What do you say? Shield fighting thing you do, could you teach me? Oh. Ran Makadira. Oh. It's right, I guess we're not gonna be taught right now, though. How do we stream in the McDonald's parking lot? I don't know, can we get... at McDonald's, can you get cream cheese pizzas like you can at Domino's? Because I actually got one a little while ago. From what I've seen, apparently Tongar is missable. I don't know if you can like get him later in the game if you don't get him during the fortress escape thing. But hey, I am glad that I didn't miss him myself. What do you say? My precious dear. Oh, I guess that's all what you say. That's not very helpful. I think I had something that didn't agree with me. Oh. Throw up in my brain. Do you want to play a game or something? Let's play who can stay on fire the longest without screaming. Oh. I'm not gonna be following that up with anything, I guess. So hold on a second, we can get to the edge of this place and get, you know, this animation where she's like balancing herself on the edge, but we can't actually fall off the edge. That's a little weird. Also, I guess this part of the middle is also, with these two guys, is getting a little more complex as we advance. Okay, we need 10 ring slots for this and 20 ring slots for this, right? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Just keep talking to people in the outside world, I guess. Rice Seedlin. We see a knight with a shovel. Horned helmet, clunky armor? Well, not yet, but I'm sure I will eventually. Guess pretty much everywhere these days, so I wouldn't be surprised if he showed up here sooner or later. Yeah. Also furries. Caffeiness equals sun. A tinkerer, and I like building things from junk I find, right? Creations can be a bit unstable. I'm sure we'll get a lot of character development for that particular individual. Vivam Caravelli here. Fantastic fireworks. How about this antique statue worm? Well, I see no such thing. What about this dog with an eye patch or dog-cat hybrid creature thing? And painting and striving for perfection just tires you out. Next thing you know, you're in a slump. I mean, woof. Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't feel particularly compelled to comment any further on that either. Yes, Astronomical tour begins today. Fruits of the world prepare to be eaten. Something like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, is that what the design was going for there? Guess we're not gonna get up there yet. That certainly does seem like there might be something worthwhile there that we might be able to get eventually. I'm in the places where you can get one of those designer eye patches, well. If I get you a designer eye patch, will you let me through that door, I wonder? Okay, you don't even say anything. There. Okay, I guess there's gonna be something up there, but doesn't look like we can reach there yet. What's going on in the background there? If only I knew. We're just gonna gloss over that though. Oh boy. What is going on here? Sing. Wonder if anyone would be willing to model for eye paintings. My guess is a no. Strayers here, friend, have pirate lady friend. Strayers have one too. Build helpful crotches, now Strayers like blue blur. Okay. Well, I understood that piece of dialogue just as much as the visual that goes with it. Automating to all this yet? No. Well, it's easy if you just don't even bother fight or trying to begin with, because if there is a meaning, then it was predetermined by...
Hey, I need a boat. I gotta go somewhere else.
Predetermined by stuff that lies completely outside the scope of my interest, and that's the main thing. But anyway, plot.
Wish I could help you. There's no boats.
What? Why?
Iron Kingdom won't allow it. They got everything on lockdown.
What jerks.
That ain't the half of it. They've been taking over cities left and right, but Marifa is a port town. Free and independent, you understand. It's always been that way. Now, the Iron Kingdom has set up a blockade around the whole place. No boats going out, no trade, no supplies coming in.
What are you gonna do?
Wait it out, I guess. The Iron Kingdom sent over some elite forces. There's not much we can do against them.
But we don't have time to wait.
I guess you'd be from out of town. And if that's the case, you managed to get here through the Almuta Desert, so you must be made of pretty strong stuff.
Yeah, my stuff is tough.
Then maybe what you want to do is head to the Tower of Wisdom. It's the tallest building in the port. You can't miss it. There's an old battle axe of an oracle living there. She might know some way out of this predicament.
Tower of Wisdom, huh? That helps a lot. You know, you're smarter than you look, old man.
Of course. I wasn't always a dockhand, you know. I used to be a beekeeper.
Oh, that explains it.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, based on the weird or the awkward way in which they just shrugged that off, I'm guessing that wasn't the Sherlock Holmes reference, so that it could have been. But yeah, because these guys don't care if I try to hit them with my axe, they're just gonna stand in the way, no matter what I do. Jeagle, Space Justice. Oops, wrong person. Have you seen a masked man with shoulder banners around here? I don't know. He was supposed to meet me here a while ago. For anyone to control all of Port Marifa's trade routes, they would be king of the sea. Alright. Yeah, at this point I think for my own benefit. My own benefit, I think I'm just gonna ignore pretty much all of these optional characters in this area. So we're told to go to whole building, right? Well, I'm guessing that's gonna be the building that's the one building that the camera highlights as we go through it. Or in front of it, which would be this place right here. Hey, look, it's a tower from the second longest journey game. Tower of Wisdom.
So, does anyone know anything about Wisdom's Tower? It's the Tower of Wisdom. Haven't you heard of it? No? Well, it's very famous within the scientific community. The Tower of Wisdom is a research facility run by one of the greatest minds of our time. Very reclusive, so they say. I never thought I'd actually get to come here.
Ravanavar intended to destroy it once its usefulness was at an end. He said that time was almost at hand, so I suspect this may all be related to Kala. We'd best be careful.
Blow it up first. Ask questions later.
I'm just gonna try knocking. Hello? Hello? Wisdom? Huh, I guess Wisdom's not here.
What is all this noise? People are trying to work in here.
Oh, Wisdom! We were hoping to get an audience with you, your wiseness?
My name is no Wisdom. What are you? A buffoon?
She is.
I'm not. I'm Achna, daughter of Inder, chief of Ashwat village. I'm looking for the oracle that lives here so we can find a way out of the port.
You see, this is the trouble with living in the Tower of Wisdom. People come to you for all kind of petty things. Like I told the last 107 people who knocked on my door. I've got important work to do, and won't be bothered.
Yeah, it's a nice casual way to shoehorn an important number into your dialogue.
But nothing. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Very subtle.
Listen, we beat up Ravanavar, and then I turned blue, and then there was a big explosion, and there's someone called Kala who...
Kala, you say? And wait, did you say Indra?
You know about Kala? And my dad?
I do. You have piqued my interest, child. You may enter. So, what do you know of Kala?
Okay, I'm gonna question the appearance of this character at all.
She said she's a destroyer and builder of worlds.
That's close. She's the goddess responsible for this world's cycles of birth and rebirth. When she becomes dissatisfied with the world, she simply makes it anew.
Which means...
we all die. Yes.
And how do you know all this?
I have been researching Kala for most of my life. My name is Angu. I was part of the original group of 4 that sealed Kala 16 years ago. I was joined by Yuri Namas, Badra, and Inder.
Alright.
Yes, I know your father.
You knew my mother too?
Such as it is, yes. I suppose you would be the child Inder picked up, coming down the mountain.
Picked up? But what do you mean?
Oh my, weren't you told? Ah, Inder, you're dolt. Well, cat's out of the bag now.
Please, go on. My dad didn't talk about the past much.
Stubborn as always, that Inder. Well, we find you on Sumeru, which means Inder is not your father by birth.
Like, I was adopted? But...
Oh, you're getting emotional, which is not something I am into. I shouldn't even be the one having this conversation with you. But it's Inder, anyway.
Oh, he's great.
Dad... he was killed.
Yeah, by this guy.
Well, I'm sure you had your reasons.
Can you tell me a bit more about my parents, please?
I suppose. Inder was a strong man, born in the last cycle. Badra was even stronger.
Oh, Mom was strong.
Quite. And her strength was needed. We knew Kala was dissatisfied with our world and wished to remake it. Rumors coming down from Sumeru told us as much, and in my research I found a way to defeat her. The 4 of us set out to challenge Kala. Inder sealed her with the Brahmastra, a weapon he brought from his cycle. Badra protect Inder while he fired the shot. But the Brahmastra broke and was destroyed by Kala.
I see.
But that's enough reminiscing. Back to what is important. This explosion, you call it. The shockwave was felt around the unknown world. That was Kala waking up. And if someone doesn't put her back to sleep again, that means the end of us all. That's why I've holed myself up in here, researching.
That was just her waking up?
Yes. The power of a goddess is greater than you can imagine. I'm not sure how we can seal her again without the Brahmastra.
Everyone will die? But this is my fault. How could I have broken that seal?
You mean to tell me you broke the seal yourself?
Well, I'm not sure. It's hard to remember. But more of it is coming back.
I'm waiting.
Ravanavar was telling me that I was the key to Kala, that I was a piece of her. I got so angry I couldn't see straight. I felt a surge of power and I still don't remember the rest. My friends say we got blasted off the mountain.
Well, this changes everything. I wouldn't be surprised if you were a piece of Kala. Let's just find out.
Ah! My baby!
On your guard,
Well.
witch!
We're gonna see Ajna's guts.
Now, calm yourself. You are an excitable bunch. Ashna, call the power you use upon Sumeru. If you can, you'll break free.
Break free of what, though? I don't know, do I? Because I just... Yeah, I just do button spam, as I did before. Just wiggle the D-pad for a bit.
Well, that's definitely the power of... Indra is dead, and you must pay his price. You were once part of Kala, so you are the one to do it.
I'm part of Kala? But I'm me.
Sorry to be the one to tell you, but you were once one being. There is nobody else who can stop her.
But I'm 16.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that too. I can make you any older.
How could anyone hope to even approach a being of such power? Her mere awakening blew us off of Sumeru. If Ajna is a piece of Kala, she's not a very big one.
Yes, well, it's hopeless now, as you are.
But
If you let me finish, it's hopeless now. But you grow. You have to. In fact, you've already begun the process.
but how?
These people you've gathered around you, something drew you all together. What could that have been?
Friendship?
Iri. Iri is the latent power of life within all things. You, Ashna, possess an incredible amount of it, being a part of Kala.
It exists within us, surrounds us, it binds the galaxy together.
The rest of you are quite powerful yourselves. Each one of you is remarkable in your own right.
So that's why Ravanavar was searching for us. I see.
Your powers augment Ashna's. Hers augments yours. I can tell you all what to do. But if you don't want this miserable planet to burn to ash, you're going to have to get stronger together.
Burn to ash, you say?
Don't you even think about it, Razmi.
I just have a natural curiosity, that's all.
The more companions you gain, Ashna, the more powerful you become.
But we couldn't reach Sumeru now, even if we wanted to. We need a boat before we can even begin the process.
All right. That's what we came here for.
True, Sumeru is normally inaccessible from the mainland. But there is another way. Observe the floor beneath you. Your path to Sumeru lies here, in the Chakra Gate.
I've seen something just like this in Lan.
From Lan, are you? Then you would have seen it, yes.
It's one of the sacred relics the Protectors guard.
You'll find similar gates in Kanu, Tykrun, and what is now the Iron Kingdom.
Is this the fast travel gate?
These were built at the meeting points of the world's ley lines. Ley lines carry prana, the world's energy, connecting all points to each other and the world to itself. Do you understand?
Kind of?
Black blood of the earth.
These gates, even if dormant, concentrate and emanate power. Undoubtedly, the civilizations that sprung up around them will be using them in some way, which will be your clue to find them. Ashna, if you attune to the gates, you should be able to align yourself with the world's prana and access the lane lines.
Hell no, it says that I'm pretty sure the only other, not even just game, but the only other place where I've heard the term prana used is in the freaking, in MDK games, specifically the New Testament.
So I just have to find these gates?
Which is supposed to be about Christianity, so...
On to them, yes. If you manage to synchronize your iri with all three gates, you can return here.
But you know, in that game, Jesus talks about using chakra powers, and you can also throw fireballs, so...
Once you do, these gates should take you directly to land. And from there, Sumeru. All of the gates must be activated before this one will fully open. But try attuning your iri to it first.
Okay. Oh, I guess I don't have to enter the inner realm, I just have to hang around until this happens.
Excellent! There are three realms you must visit. The Iron Kingdom, a dark nation of industry and conquest, whose government will stop at nothing to expand. The city of Tykrung, lately falling to vice, I have heard. And Canul, the Lady of the Serpent Queen. It wasn't a hermit nation when I grew up there. But well, things change. Attune to the chakra gates in all these, and you will be able to reach your goal. And hopefully, you'll get stronger along the way.
So how do we get there? We can't leave the port.
You may not know this being from Ashwat, but there are 6 major regions on our island continent. Sumero is at the center, connecting the other 5. Inside the continent is the ocean of milk. When you can't go through, you go around. Right, I'll spell it out for you. The Iron Kingdom may have set up a blockade, but there are always some uppity characters who don't care to be stepped on. Maybe you'll find such a person somewhere in Marifa. Good day and away with you.
Thanks, Angwu. We'll do it.
Okay then. And we've...
Said we were gonna do it, but where do we even start?
we awakened the first of the fast travel points, I guess.
Local pubs tend to be breeding grounds for ne'er-do-wells. Let's give that a try.
Thanks, Zebe.
Okay.
Just want to leave as quickly as possible. That's all.
I guess I suppose I will head in this particular direction, not for any specific reason, and certainly not to do with the fact that I recognize one of the background characters as a future party member, as I did mention. I still don't understand what the point of this conversation is, and this guy looks generic enough that I'm not even suspecting him of being like a paid insert, so I don't know what to think. And here we are. What a coinkydink.
Criminals! We need a boat, please!
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, why not? This is so annoying. These Iron Kingdom people need a good pounding.
Astutely observed, young one.
Huh?
Astutely observed, I say. They could do with a solid pounding, and maybe we could string their guts up from the rafters while we're at it.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I'd happily take you out there and burn the whole damned place down. But my ship is grounded. Small matter of a sea creature, you see.
Sea creature.
I'll have you know, young man, that thing ate my entire crew. I won't have you making jokes.
Dar! What did I tell you about being nice to people?
Fine. Sorry.
I don't like him.
Nobody does. So, who exactly are you?
What? You haven't heard of the pirate queen, Bautzai?
Well, not really.
Where on this beautiful planet could you possibly reside where you have not heard the name Bautzai?
I'm from Ashwat. This is my first time away from home.
Well, that explains it. You're a real hayseed, you are.
She is.
Hey, we found you in the jungle.
Eh.
Well, hayseed, my crew is deader than doornails, and you've got, well, one, two, several people here, some of whom look like they might not be entirely useless.
I have sailed before.
I relish the opportunity to learn. I can do stuff.
Right. We'll make sea dogs of you all yet. I'd rather not.
But Torani, you're practically made of water.
This and that are totally different. I get seasick.
Gah!
What? Is it the Iron Kingdom?
Pretty lady.
Who? Torani?
Oh boy.
Who? Me? Salutations. My name is Bautzai, madame. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance.
No need to be so formal.
As you wish, but allow me to say it would be my honor if you would accompany me to my ship.
What's going on? It's just Torani. I don't get it.
You'll understand when you're older.
Ah!
Anyway, I do believe you said your ship was grounded.
Right, about that. With this mighty crew, we can smash our way through the Iron Kingdom's forces at the docks and push the old bucket back out to sea.
Yeah, that sounds right.
This plan is terrible.
What was that? Obedient, purposeless soldier?
Nothing. Carry on.
Then it's settled. Oh, and you should know my crew always carries one of these.
The spear. Alright, this is something I haven't seen before. You learned harpoon toss. Right.
A spear?
Can I stab on the spear after I throw it?
Spear, harpoon, call it what you will. It's good for throwing is what it is. It'll put a real chink in the Iron Kingdom's armor.
Got it.
Let's try not to call too much attention to ourselves.
Welcome to my crew.
Let's bring her into our head realm. Boisterous Pirate Queen. Can't wait for every person to say that she's the best character for purely superficial reasons. Up attack is powerful, but will damage your party members if they're too close. Steel conjuring Hunter. Okay, that's what that does. I'm pretty sure that she had the same attack in the background preview, but it didn't really become clear exactly what that was about. I guess I'm gonna put her in the party. I only got level 3 heart right now.
Consorting with criminals, are we?
It's okay, I can't even move away from here.
Yes.
What? No, we're just,
Listen up, dogs of the Iron Kingdom. I'm coming for my ship, and no one in your entire army can stop me.
And just like that, our cover is blown.
Prepare to meet your end!
Oh, okay. I guess we're doing this.
Open fire!
I'm sure it'll be perfectly fine. Oh, we get shot. What is her level 3 attack? Oh, there we are. Okay. What if I do this and then do that and then go back to my regular position? I don't know. What is her down attack? Oh, just a normal. normal bombers. There we go. I gotta say this one thug lasted a bit longer than I would have expected, but I guess we can deal with that. We did it, Now we gotta recruit. I don't know if we have to like go back to the left side now or not. I don't really know where else we would go though, so. Oh shit, what? Oh, okay. So we just gotta keep on throwing spears until we can't do so anymore. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I guess spears can break through where the bow couldn't, but oh damn it! Okay, sure. Okay, sure. There we go. At least we get a pretty ridiculous advantage based on how much bullshit we hit them with before we initiated the battle. I can tell you that up B, or not up B, but just the up attack doesn't seem like it's even necessarily that strong. I guess it's adequately strong. It's about the same strong as you expect any given attack to be at this moment in the game, honestly. A default attack. Not even gonna comment on how to do that, you know, in the foreground, is just chilling there. Yeah, it doesn't seem to me like the coin attack that she did enhanced this attack in any visible way. Remind me, what happens if I do this? That's what happens. Alright, I should probably do that more often then. Probably should have been getting a little more use out of that. Okay, apparently the spear is just for attacking. Doesn't seem like... Hold on a second. Okay, I'm heading into the ball here. I don't know if this is supposed to look like this, but... should probably make some kind of note of it. Hold on, I do need to have this highlighted before that will work. Oh boy, time to add to my Indivisible notes file, which, you know, fun fact, one of the patch thing is that, okay, never mind. Not patch things, but like one of the update things. I thought fixed this, but apparently not. Does it fix it here? No, it doesn't. Well, if I go anywhere, if I go, I don't know, abilities. If I go there, if I go here, controls. I guess we're gonna do this since we're locked into this now, but I'm just trying to figure out is that I'm pretty sure, yeah, whenever I go to this screen, which is a product select screen, I do get, I do notice that, you know, the button prompts are for the Xbox buttons and not for the PS4 buttons, even though I'm using a PS4 controller for this, and I thought that that had fixed itself after I installed, like, the Rodi update, but I guess not. I guess it's back now. Which I could have sworn that at least once this place is called. What is this place called, actually? Port Marifa. There we go. Okay, I could have sworn that after I installed the update and, you know, I got the little fucker in my party. Or just to show up in the game. I had come into the screen and those prompts were with the PS4 buttons. Because, like, even if you do this, if you go to the, you know, explanation for each character, it shows the X button when, like, press that when you're done. And it's clearly the PS4 X button, not the Xbox X button, which is on the left side. And I'm pretty sure that even if you press that, yeah, if you press the button on the left side, then it doesn't do anything, so it's the PS4 X. And yet, when you go back to, like, the base screen there, it's just the freaking Xbox buttons again. I know. That is definitely a mystery to me. Oh, shit. And that was very unfortunate. Gonna have to rely on this again, I guess. The only way to freaking hit this guy for real with my... Oh, she's doing the freaking cheer again. Really have no explanation for the cheer, apparently. I'm not the only one who has that problem, who has had that problem where... It's like, what the fuck is going on? Why is she doing that instead of, you know, doing the double axe hit, which is what I'm actually telling her to do? But I'm hoping she'll do, I guess. I guess a slightly more apt way to put it, all things considered. Oh, Jesus. Well, this feels like it's a zero times in to do this, I think. Man, I still feel like every single time I see that happen, I keep quietly hoping that it'll be a little bit stronger. Ah, damn it. Alright. She survived. Not for much longer, though. She's gonna be killing him with a... I guess the projectile that I have. I guess we're gonna have to make our way across now that there's actual guards hunting us. Oh, okay. Well, apparently I guess keep getting cheap shots on them, but it's still not enough to initiate a... Okay. An actual combat. It's fucking weird. There we go. Okay. It is happening again. Alright, hold on. This might be as good a time as any to try the, this. It's not bad. Hey, one of them died. There's at least that.
Annoying.
Damn it. One time for a quick heal, I guess. Okay, that's it.
Get off.
Just a quick shove. Alright. Gotta say these fights feel just a little bit drawn out, but I guess it's fine. And there we go. Oh, now it's 4 of them. Yet this won't feel even more drawn out than usual at all. It'll be perfectly alright. Alright. Ooh, combo attack on their part that time. Well, they're not even all dead. Or not even one of them is dead.
Get off. Bomb.
Hmm.
Annoying. Get off.
Well, this guy's almost dead, so might as well go ahead and cherry tap him while we can.
Annoying.
There we go. Ooh, there we go. Bit of a combo going on there. Maybe I should try to try for more of those where I like to actually synchronize the moment of impact. Okay, we made it over here. Are we also gonna like barge through the...
Nobody's getting in or out of the docks. Princess Mary's orders.
I guess we have to go back to the far dock, which was blockaded before, but I guess we don't care anymore, and we're actually actively being hunted, so we have freedom to steamroll anything that gets in our way, let's see.
Me and my crew here have a little something to say about that. It's out we're getting past you or through you.
It's the rationale.
Assemble!
Let's do this.
Alright, hold on a second, actually. I just... apparently just messed up my glasses with a very swift motion without meaning to. Goodness me. Just interrupt an attack with like a delayed hit. That's a little confusing. Apparently you don't need to aim. I mean, there's a bit of a difference between needing to aim and refusing to aim.
Annoying.
Yeah, I don't really understand how that coin attack changes up her other attacks. Hold on, let me see, I guess, I don't know. Try this. I don't know, I feel like there might be some interesting combos that I might be able to do with Baosai, but I have no idea what they are right now.
Get off.
There we go. And apparently that wasn't even the boss encounter, right? And apparently the boss encounter isn't even like spectacular enough to, I don't know, have its own name. But the boss encounter is spectacular enough to remind me of one of the boss encounters from freaking the first Paper Mario game. The boss of Chapter 4. I think it was in that.
Get off.
Oh shit. Wait, but that was just a level 1 thing. I thought we had like certainly higher than level 1. Oh, whatever. Okay. Okay, so that is actually an attack that is meant for one person, actually is concentrated on one person. That works out pretty good. And there we go, we did it. We
You haven't heard the last of this.
destroyed a probably pretty expensive piece of machinery, but hey, that's how it usually goes.
Put out your blasted hobby ho. I'm getting my ship.
Yeah!
Right then. Let's get going, ladies.
Not all of us are ladies.
It's just a ship term, you'll get used to it. Don't be so sensitive.
And which of you ladies is going to do something about this barricade?
Ah, about that. Ajna, remember that weapon I gave you? With that, you should be able to clear this little barricade in no time.
That weapon, alrighty then.
A little trick I picked up.
Pirate sleep, alright. While on solid terrain to leap to new heights, really. Oh, okay. Okay, so we can chart that up slightly and we can get a little bit of a little bit higher that way, but there we go. I guess that's how we can surmount this particular obstacle and get on the turtle ship. Oh goodness. With the ostentatious hexagon spikes.
A beaut, wouldn't you say? The scourge of the various seas.
The various seas. So I don't know how many there are. Tail tool.
It's nice. Tarani, what do you think?
I don't know about boats. It will be the gentlest ride of your life, my lady. I pledge this on my honor.
Well, if you say so.
So, where are we headed, Hayseed? You seemed pretty keen to get out of Marifa.
Well, we more or less awakened the greatest evil the world has ever known, and she's gonna destroy everything if you don't activate the chakra gates in the Iron Kingdom, Kanu, and Tai Krung.
Is she really evil though?
Since I turned blue, and maybe I'm part of Kala, and turns out I'm adopted, and I never even met my mom, but I guess she wasn't my real mom anyway, and I'm carrying all these people in my head, so we just gotta get out of here!
Well, that was a little bit pointed the first time she did it, when she talked to Rasmi for the first time. At this point, I'm not so sure.
And here I thought you just wanted a ride.
I'm sorry, I know it's a lot.
Don't worry, Hayseed. Taking on the world, are we? That's what the Pirate Queen Bautzai is all about. I can take you anywhere. My ship is yours. So, where do you want to go?
Oh, before that. Zebe? Kushi? Where do you want to go?
Right. As you say, you're trying to fight the greatest threat to this world. How can I trust you when your power apparently comes from the same source? When you are literally a piece of the thing that can destroy the world? At the same time, you've gathered us all together. You make friends so easily. You found us a ship where there was no ship to be found. It's hard to believe someone like that could truly be bad. I do want to believe in you. There isn't really much of a choice. So, I suppose if you're fighting something that big, you're going to be needing my power.
Really? Just like that?
Just like that.
Yay! I'm so relieved. I really wanted to go too.
Now that that's out of the way, let's review our options. Bautzai, I assume you've been to all these places, seeing a pirate and all?
Please, I'm an entrepreneur, but yes, I have either been there or been close. We've got three options. Iron Kingdom, Industrial Region, getting too big for its britches. You ought to be familiar with them. We just dumped a bunch of their grunts into the sea. Tai Krung. Well, I used to run supplies through there, but the place got a bit dark for my taste. Real spacey bunch, if you ask me. And Kanu. Ain't never made landfall there, never did intend to go there. But I can get you there just the same.
Alrighty then. First I need to put you out of my brain, but to get an actual choice. I guess we're gonna get out of here. I mean, we could probably go ahead and, like, return to the desert briefly and maybe find some of the other items that we missed back there. That'd be a good idea, actually, but let's see. Where are we headed indeed? We can go to Port Maria, the Iron Kingdom, Kanul, or Tai Krung City. Why don't we just actually do go right back to Port Maria? So I'm kind of curious, actually, if we do go back through the port itself. Oh boy, we're just there, but now it's loading again. If we just do go back through the port itself, are we gonna be We get more encounters with oh, hello, George. Certainly wouldn't want to me to face the same fate as that tank. So leave me alone. You really think you can take on a goddess? Well, never hurts to try. Let me to introduce myself. I am George, former commander of the Iron Kingdom, till a fool's errand cost me a leg. No longer serve the Great Kingdom. They've no use for a damaged warrior, and I don't much care for their tactics these days, but I can be of use to you. I trained Urinamos who helped sealed Kala away 16 years ago. Not so mobile these days, and I don't want to be a burden. Well, okay, you're in my head now. This is the perfect place to train. We could fight any manner of enemy you can imagine. So this is gonna be like, you can just redo any fight that you want. Well, I'll be happy to try that out, but first I do want to see what happens when I try to just like go right back on through the Actually, hold on a second. Okay. I don't know, I guess I'm still kind of wondering what it's gonna take to destroy the different colored particle thingies. Oh, hello. You weren't here before. You don't look conspicuous at all. Phoebe, hit a wall. Didn't mean to yell out that loud. Pleased to accidentally make your acquaintance. My kids, gods love them, they're not progressing in their studies at all. So, 100% did not. What are the little ones studying, if I may be so bold, to become great warriors like their ma and pa? Well, their kingdom was peaceful, everybody had just enough grief. Just enough to get by, but whether I read that as grief, well, our neighbors to the west weren't satisfied with what they had and invaded us during our days of rest. That's inconvenient. Warriors were few in number but fierce. We fought back, but eventually our kingdom fell. His dying words were to take the children and run. Well, I'm twice the father of anyone in my kingdom, but there were too many, and he was right. We escaped into the free port of Marifa, and I've been training my children to reclaim our kingdom once they're of age. Right, that's pretty optimistic. I'd love to retake my own Shire kingdom myself. Well, what would you suggest we do next to help them advance? Sparring with other people, well, but there are a few examples of fighters their age upon which to model their progression. We've got just a crew right here, well. Ajna alone will be enough to pique your children's interest. Well, that's part with you and my kids can observe, really. Alrighty then. So now we can fight her in the desert, it seems. And since there's apparently not going to be anything stopping me from leaving the town altogether, I guess we can go back to the desert. Let's go ahead and... oh, here they are. She got here pretty quickly, all things considered. Let's see what we can do. I wonder how I can expect this to go, actually, but let's see. I suppose we shall find out. Apparently the answer is not too badly. Oh, there we go. Didn't even realize I was that close to victory there. What an impressive display. you know, taking responsibility for my work, so I don't know, would this have been possible if Tunger somehow weren't with me? I guess I'm forever gonna be curious of what would happen if I hadn't recruited Tunger in the fortress. Did you learn something? Well, their movements will take months to study. I can already feel the ideas brewing. If you'd like to observe closer, we'd be happy to bring you along. Well, now you were deciding stuff for me too. Well, couldn't leave my children to fend for themselves, but apparently they would. Hagen sketched all their forms out already, planned to study up. Well, that is weird. I suppose Port Marifa is one of the safest places you could be right now. Well, alrighty then, under one condition. Make sure Tunger stays in his place. Well, Eternal Titan Phoebe joins your cause. Alright. Ability mixture will equip to dispatch hard-to-reach enemies, you know, just like the other people that we already have with, like, projectiles, but also foes are completely unblockable. Alright, so... what shall I do now? Let's try this, I guess. Actually, hold on, how does this work again? Like this. There we go. We can make our own way back into the desert now that we have that high jump skill. Have to go to the Cave of Oblivion. Well, I would if it showed up on the map automatically like it always does. So that I can go get killed by enemies that don't show up anywhere else in the game. I would be very, very happy to do that. And then just cheese everything because, Jesus Christ. I don't know. Every single time I find... The thing about beating Valkyrie profile is that every single time that I think back to it now, I'm always gonna think back specifically to the fact that in order to beat it, you have to do a stupid meta build. To beat Bloodbane. So you're basically trying to find a way to cheese absolutely everything. Oh shit. Absolutely everything. Oh dang it. There we go. Right, new one. New and improved ring cell acquired. So I'm thinking of like the Cape of Oblivion and how you get... where am I? Oh, there I am. Cape of Oblivion and how you get to fight enemies that are like... may not even be in any other dungeons or any other areas depending on your chosen difficulty cycle. Certainly relevant to me because fuck playing on hard mode, am I right? Okay, we can finally get this. I don't even know if there's anything else we can get in the desert right now though. That I would actually be able to access. And I do remember like the first time I went into Cave of Oblivion was in like chapter 1 and didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Guess I have to do this again. And I thought it was just completely hopeless, but it turns out it was just like poorly timed. Let me come this way before, hold on. Are there like any other visibly accessible things here that I would want to... Want to acknowledge? I guess not. No, I guess we're just gonna make our own way back out of here now. I don't know, as long as As long as this game doesn't make me do anything comparable to what I had to do in order to beat Bloodbane in Valkyrie Profile, I think we're gonna be getting along just fine. Because the fucking bullshit Bloodbane build, the 3B if you will, is pretty much the exact point in which, as far as I'm concerned, video games stop being fun and start being about the absolute of what can and can't be done. The logical extremes. The zero margin for error kind of deal. If only we knew how to... Wait, hold on a second. And apparently there's part of the map down here that's purple, but we need to be able to deal with green sparklies to be able to get past that. But now it's time for us to apparently have not only a new couple of ring cells, but also a new recruit in our party that I guess we could have missed if we hadn't taken the time to check back. Let's see what other new area we can possibly make our way to right now, towards. What new findings we can revel in. So where are we headed? We could go to the Iron Kingdom, we could go to Carnival, or we could go to the Tykrung City. I'm actually not even sure where we would want to go. I'm guessing since it's the world map, there might be like a couple other landmarks down here that we might be able to eventually access, but not yet. And the top part of this map also looks kind of suspicious. I do see like I guess it's supposed to be Ravanavar's fortress above this city, but didn't it get completely wrecked after it fell from the sky? Unless it somehow didn't. It's somehow still around. Carnival, Iron Kingdom. I guess we gotta go to the Iron Kingdom first. Let's go ahead and tempt some fate. I'm sure it'll be a lovely place.
Gah! It stings here!
Stinks like the breath of murdering dogs. But, ugh, you're right, it's worse than I imagined.
What's all this slimy stuff? Ugh!
Oh my. I want to live here. Ajna, let's live here.
Mood.
Gross!
It is. It's so gross.
And that's probably the only time you'll ever hear me say that word unironically. But presumably this is where you need to go to find out how to deal with these. Does this manhole on the floor count as a chakra gate? I guess not. I feel like I was saying something else, but I immediately forgot what that was. Right, let's check out London, I guess. Welcome to the Iron Kingdom. Not an official bid or anything, I just like to stand here. As normal people do. You know the precise location of the chakra gate? Guess that's a no. Look a bit like those people I saw in the what posters, well. Yes, you do see a wanted poster in the back with I guess Ashna with her axe, and also that, just doing a gag with the freaking gag that they did in games like fucking, what is it, Tales of Symphonia, where it's like, yeah, if that's what our wanted posters look like. Oh Christ. I'm sure that They'll catch us in no time. I don't know, it looks like we can't really go this way. Are we not supposed to, like, check out this place yet, or do we just have to do this instead? Alright, this makes more sense. The Iron Kingdom. What are the fucking things from Mario 3? Okay, I can throw spears, we can do whatever that was. I guess that's like a launch. And the down attack. What's this down attack doing? I guess that's for supposed to be for like flying enemies and such, so it's not really doing shit to this dude. Holy shit. Oh. There we go. Also that. Is that supposed to be Roti? Because it wouldn't really make sense if you didn't have Roti following you, would it? I guess so, because it has like the little cape and everything. Would this poster still be here if I didn't have the freaking Roti DLC or bonus thing? I have to wonder. Yeah, well, this empty assist, you know. It left a note. Those with plenty have got the share, signed by the Iron Mouse. Maybe we'll bring them to justice, the Iron Mouse. Right, Mary Bell. And Loris Wilhorden. Or Vilhorden, I don't even know. Won't be long until I leave this kingdom to reunite with my friends in Port Marifa. Getting out of the Iron Kingdom won't be easy, and the journey to Marifa will be treacherous, but I will find a way to succeed. Where's my hat? Well, is this gonna be a recurring craziness that we see in the game? Also Victoria with scissors in her arms. They were always all ours, love and respect. It looks like someone who didn't make it into Skullgirls. But then again, so do a lot of people. Lennox says storms are coming. I can smell war in the air. Well, see my share in this feels the same. I can't go back to fighting their wars for them. I mean, because of expansionism and how that works, it wouldn't really be surprising in the slightest. And what? Alright, never mind. Alright, now we're gonna have to test out what this looks like first of all. Oh. Apparently the answer is absolutely nothing. What was that? Sometimes I'm just incredibly confused by what these special attacks are supposed to be. Special attacks that do absolutely nothing. That helped break the guard. Hold on, what if I do a level 2 attack on, not on that guy though, but on this guy? Apparently the answer is absolutely nothing again. Maybe shouldn't I be trying to do it on a guy that's like, guarding though, I guess. Right. Also, there's like giant blobs of gelatin just in the streets, and nobody is gonna comment on this. Not even the characters that I'm playing at that I have to deal with that. Oh boy. The wizards who turned my arms turned you into this. Skeen. This is supposed to be a reference. Why is that girl staring at us? Well, could this be the protagonist from that one Shadowgate comic that somehow got made? So I'm gonna say it does look probably more like her than I care to remember from that comic. Well, actually, hold on a second, I just realized. I keep forgetting that no, not you. I can't do this. Yeah, probably not a good idea to get ambushed by the freaking spikes from Mario 3. Oh, okay. I guess he can do that. Now I know. Ooh. So they either throw something out there for themselves, seems to be the case here. Oh shit, okay. First time I actually got backlash on one of my own characters for that attack. Hello. Yoku smell pomony? What a peculiar place. To be sure to put in a performance, I believe about magic on the end of fate. It has just been one calamity after another. Time is on our side, but I'm sure you will get to see it one day. I wouldn't be too surprised. Would like some kind of explanation about this freaky purple jello that's everywhere though. I gotta tell you, it doesn't seem to have linked back to anything so far. Okay, that was unfortunate. Now can we even engage that dude and... get him to come out of hiding, or... maybe not. Oh my god, I feel like I need to change my position because... oh wait, what? You actually jump higher when you're... hold on. What the fuck is that? Hold on. Right. Shit. Okay, so I do need to be in the... on the same elevation, that was the problem. And, okay, I need to be in the same elevation, I need to stay on the same elevation. That's a double problem. There, thank Christ. Oh shit. Well, now they're on a different elevation at least. I'm probably gonna stay down and, you know, I don't know, go down and stay down. That's what I meant to do. Wait, what? Ah, shit. Didn't I kill you already? Hold on. Ah, forget about that. I did not realize that's what I was dealing with there. Rather. Oh. I'm not sure what I was dealing with there, though. Alright, I'm sorry. We haven't come around this way yet, have we? I have no idea. Oh god, I feel like I'm getting to the point where it's a little bit harder for me to concentrate. Hold on, let's save the game. And I might have to at least reposition myself. Give me like 1 second, actually. Alright. I don't know if that helped, but... well, I guess we'll find out. It would probably be a good indication if I could remember whether or not... oh. Well, all of a sudden I remember what's this way at least. Hold on. Okay, so if I bounce higher over these purple floors... these purple slimy floors... oh, that doesn't help. Well, that's how we get across. It's nothing to do with the... oh, fuck. That was a waste. Okay. See, hold on a second, what am I doing? I'm failing to look at the ED meter, that's what I'm doing. I'm still being very, very mildly disappointed when I see the... Goodness me. What was I gonna do with what's her face back there? It's completely slipped my mind. It was something else. Boy. Right, well, hold on a second. What am I doing? It's gonna work even through the shield. Oh yes, it's gonna work, especially through the shield. Alright, good. The shield of flesh and premiums. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let's do this slowly. All I want to do is, yeah, get rid of the fighter if I can jump anywhere from there, which apparently I can't. Oh dear. I have located another inner realm save thingy, so I think I am gonna take this as an opportunity to take like a quick, hopefully only about 5-minute break. See if I can reposition myself into a slightly more convenient position. So I'm a little bit concerned. What if you will bear for me, or bear with me for a few minutes? I guess you can listen to this music. Don't need anything else. And you've got, you know, the soundtrack of the game, which is apparently by a famous Japanese guy who I don't think I've heard his name attached to anything specific other than this, so... I'm just gonna... I go to that screen. That reads still paused, but there's no attenuation. But yes, I'll be back in like... hopefully just a few minutes here.